Hi, my name is Chase Pritchett, and this is my presentation on the Eiffel Tower. So, it was initially submitted as a design to commemorate the centenary of the French Revolution, or 100 years since it happened, and it was submitted to the International Exposition, and there was some skepticism. It's pretty big, it's got all that lattice work, it would be very difficult to pull off, but everybody thought it was going to look great, so they decided to go ahead and try and make it happen. The designer of this building was Gustav Eiffel, and we'll kind of get into what he did with the tower a little bit later. But essentially, this was the largest man-made structure planned ever. It was going to be a little bit larger than twice the Pyramid of Giza. It also did not take very long to build and actually had a small labor force in comparison to some of the newer buildings today. But essentially, it started being built in 1887 and then opened up to the public in May 15th, 1889 as the entrance to the World Fair or the International Exposition. It was a huge inspiration for architecture across the world. I mean, we'd never done something like this before and something so beautiful and just made out of steel. So it started changing some things and almost started a competition. If you look at the tower itself, it's only about 300 meters tall, but if you add the base that it's built on as well as the TV antenna on top, then it comes out to a total of 324 meters tall. It was the largest man-made structure at the time, all the way up until 1929, when New York City debuted the Chrysler Building. Shucks. So, a couple of fun facts about the tower itself. Because of the way that it's built, they had to employ an American elevator company to build the elevator to actually get up into the tower. Due to the incline that the base is set on, they needed the elevator to be able to ascend kind of on that curve. They have also added some features to make it a little bit more eco-friendly today. They have added some wind turbines so that they can harness the wind energy to power the lights and the restaurant that's in the tower, as well as some funnels so that they can collect rainwater to use in the facilities in the tower itself. Eiffel, in his design, had actually included a space for his apartment so that he might actually live in the tower, as well as a couple other things we'll get to on the next slide. Awesome. So on in the tower itself, he actually included space for a laboratory so that a scientist could get closer to the sky and perform experiments. So meteorologists and astronomers alike came into the lab so that they could view the clouds and the stars, be a little bit closer to them. And they actually ended up performing experiments where they would drop things from the Eiffel Tower to explore how things moved through the air and with gravity and such. They also, during World War One, like the TV antenna that's on top of there today, they used the tower as a radio tower so that they could communicate with the battlefield and different cities and towns in the area during the war. Now, my favorite part about these little fun facts I included was that they've actually had it painted a few different colors. So when it debuted, it was red. Since then, they have actually made it yellow, which is my favorite color. And hopefully, we'll get another fun one again here in a few years. But every time they paint it, it takes just under 16,000 gallons of paint each time. So I say, why not just use a fun different color every time? But, it's not up to me. Anyway, those were some of my fun facts about the Eiffel Tower. And this is my bibliography. So for the couple of questions I need to ask you guys, exactly what day did the Eiffel Tower debut on? Exactly how tall is the Eiffel Tower? And in what two ways have we made it more eco-friendly today? Thank you for listening to my presentation, and I hope y'all have a great day.